Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory, Crowe, and I'm joined by Beth Nybeck, Scott Finch, and April Baham. Today talking about a new art installation that's happening at the University of Louisiana Monroe. And welcome. Thank you all for being with us today.
Glad to be here.
Well, let me start with you, Scott. You're the director of the Percent for the Arts program, and I think maybe a lot in Louisiana don't know about this program. What's the Percent for the Arts program? How does it work?
So since the late 90s, there's been a statute in place that provides 1% of the budget of any capital outlay construction project in the state to be dedicated to art for the facility. So April and I have been working on a long list of projects that are eligible for art, and we're so happy that we finally have done one in Monroe. It's been on our list for a while.
So, April, it's been a few years since Sandel Hall was built or rebuilt and remodeled at the University of Louisiana Monroe. 1% of that total rebuild went into art, and you're the director for a project that happened here. Tell me a little bit about this project and how it came to be.
Well, I usually do the call for artists, and we had several initial meetings about what the university wanted. We met with the university president and some other faculty and staff that kind of gave us an idea of what they wanted, the vision. We toured the area. The new student hub wasn't yet built, but all the information that they provided to me helped me to write a call for artists with all the goals that they had in mind. And Beth was one of three that were selected to provide a proposal. She came for a site visit, and as soon as they saw her proposal, they thought it would be really dynamic for the space, and here we are today.
So, Beth, I remember sitting in a meeting, and they asked everybody to fill out this little form, and they had some questions. Tell me about the process and the forms that were filled out. The answers eventually came to you, didn't they?
Yes, they did. So I am a public artist and sculptor, and part of my process oftentimes has this element of community engagement where I create a dialogue or a story with the community in which the art will be installed. A lot of times I think it's powerful to incorporate a story where it becomes many voices of the community and not just my voice within the artwork. And oftentimes the story that we tell then becomes cut out of the surface of the sculpture or engraved into the sculpture so people can kind of walk around a piece of artwork and also read the reflections of their community. And for this particular project, the prompt, I always have a prompt that I do in the story that I want to be telling. And this one was a lot about goals and ambitions. And I wanted to know where students and faculty and staff and community members, where their head and their hearts were and where they were going to. And so I asked people to fill out these, little postcards of, take a Sharpie, do some reflection, answer the prompt, I am going to. And, this is not just like a destination, but maybe a goal you have in mind or something that you're chasing after. And so I took all those responses and I kind of sort of wrapped the sculpture like a ribbon with all of these phrases that I collected from the community. And the sculpture itself, since nobody listening can see it, it is like a human head, and it is 12 feet tall, and all of these words are kind of made up the entire surface of the sculpture.
We were out yesterday when the truck arrived and saw the sculpture, and you're here to install it and place it in. Big crane showed up, big 18-wheeler showed up, and the sculpture now sits in front of Sandel Hall. How did you come up with when I said affectionately, it's a big head. It's a giant gold head.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's oftentimes, whenever I'm thinking about a form or what kind of form a sculpture will take on, I take into consideration a lot of different things. And location is one of those things. Location and history and how students or how the audience is going to interact with this piece. And this is a college campus, and it's about, an intellect and creating one's mind and to go out there in the world and chase after whatever dreams that you have. And so for me, the head represents intellect, it represents ideas, it represents our brain and the visions that we have. And so it's also something that it's really an approachable image where we can kind of come to it. And if you are someone who's like, I don't really care about art, I don't see the value in it, I don't like to look at art, you can at least look at it and be like, hey, I recognize that form, I know what that is. And it is kind of an easier bridge for people to come into interaction and engagement with art when they can recognize something within the art that speaks to them.
Let me ask you, April, the project, we can't call it the Big Head, which would be a great name for it, but what is the name of this project? What's the name of the statue?
The Percent for Art project? Is that what you're
the new installation at ULM. What's it called?
It's Here We Come. Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. That's a great name for it because it's got ideas that folks have written that they want to accomplish, and here we go. Accomplish those ideas, right, Scott?
Yeah. Absolutely. The thing that we love about this piece is that it really is so site-specific. Beth didn't come in here and just impose her artistic vision. She really collaborated with the committee members, and the committee members really reached out across the campus to get everybody's input. She was so open to that. The sculpture reflects the voices of all the people here, and there was such a clear sense of pride and some ideas that the committee wanted to communicate about how much they love and the passion they have for this place. And, for an artist to be able to reflect that, it's a great thing.
The new installation, is this a permanent thing? How long does this stay out here, Beth?
Yeah, it's permanent. We'll be here forever.
Be here forever, right on the corner in front of Sandel Hall. Beth Nybeck from Kansas City with us. Scott Finch and April Baham with the Percent for Louisiana project. For folks to find out more about your art, is there somewhere they can go, a website or Facebook page or anything?
Yeah, you can check me out on my website. It's BethNybeck.com. That's spelled BETHNYBECK.
And Scott and April, anywhere folks can go to find out about the Percent for Arts program?
Yes, you can go to www.louisianaarts.org.
To find out about this and other events, be sure and visit our website, KEDM.org, and like and subscribe to all of our videos.